Lee, thanks for joining us ahead of your trip away to Harrogate, of course. As everybody knows, that old transfer window is drawing closer, and I guess, like you and the rest of the managers in the Football League and the Premier League, are glad when it is all over. But how happy are you with the current squad you're working with?
Yeah, really pleased with the squad that we've got. Obviously, we've said it. The pleasing thing has been retaining the loan players. Who've been really good for the football club. That's been a real bonus, which means our activity then didn't have to be so much. We obviously had to look at it as a group just in case they did leave, but really pleased with being able to retain the loan players. And then we're getting somewhere near again with players being available. Connor Thomas won't be too far off. Maybe miss another 4 games or something, but he won't be too far off. So, we're really pleased leaving January. We've kept all our players as well, which is nice. So we're in a good position.
Fine margins in football, aren't they? 2 wonder goals have come against you in the last 2 games, and that is just that little difference, isn't it? It just didn't go your way. Full credit to them who scored those goals.
Yeah, some finish from Sean on Saturday. A really good goal. Again, a mistake from us, really, given that, but we didn't do enough really in the game to get anything out of it. Different type of game on Tuesday. We spoke about what we were like overall, but really good character from the players playing against a really good team. And you say their lad scored a good goal, but again, there's mistakes leading into that, which we know were avoidable as a group. But yeah, 2 good goals, but we've got to concentrate on us a little bit more.
What are you looking for then to improve now as you go into your next new month again?
Yeah, well, we obviously want to try and be better with the football and create opportunities. In the last 2 games, we haven't created enough opportunities. Probably on a larger scale, we don't create that many opportunities, but what we do is we manage to win games. So we want to look to be more adventurous in the final third. The messages are the same in terms of what they want them to look for. We definitely want midfield players to pull the trigger more, things like that, be a little bit braver with that final pass. And then we've got to get bodies closer to where our centre forwards are, off a reflection on Tuesday night. We looked at it a lot yesterday. We do end up with plenty of bodies in the box, and then it's just then little bits of work around the final third. But I'm not getting carried away with it after Tuesday night. That's not one thing we'll do. The players know, we know that we could have done better Tuesday night with the football. So that's the definite improvement we'll look for.
Well, those results haven't gone your way that you would have liked. The big thing is that you're a big group, whether it's you, as the management staff, your players, your supporters, and it is that time that you all stick together. Everybody goes through that little dips here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that there's a big strength of ours, the togetherness we have, which has taken us this far. It's not just about individual talent all the time. The crowd got frustrated, didn't they? On Tuesday, which I can understand, but them are the moments where we need them. We need them to be backing the players, because I don't think there's been too many performances where they can say that it's looked like it did on Tuesday night. I spoke to somebody yesterday, and I did have to remind them that we drew the game. We didn't lose the game. I did have to remind them that we drew. So you're giving yourself a base to improve on that. If we did show signs of improvement, if we did play slightly better, we perhaps could have won the game. So let's not get carried away. We drew the game. With that, we're all together. I want the fans to back them. If in 10 games things look the same, then feel free to have a go at me.
You're certainly in a healthy position. You have been for a long time as well. As we all know in football, good players make good teams, and those good teams go on to be successful. That's something that you're keeping into your players, and how well they've done and what they've been achieving.
Yeah, they know how well they're doing. And it is something I reminded them on Tuesday when they come off the pitch how well we're doing as a football club, and the improvements this football club's made over the last 18 months. I reminded the players on that. So the confidence with that going into games will be there. We've got good individual players who then work well within the team. got a good squad, which means I can change things around and freshen things up game to game, which is something I've not had the luxury of being able to do in the recent past, and something we will continue to look to do, because I think everyone's fighting for that position. If someone's left out, I think they can feel aggrieved, which again is really healthy for us as staff.
Next up, of course, is to Harrogate, and you'll know all about them. You've met them a few times. They're still a hard team to get over, because I've looked at some of the results. They've had some fine results against some of the real promotion hopefuls. Yeah,
they put on some really good performances against teams, particularly in the top 7. Really good performances. Sometimes not got the results that they were after. Saturday they were excellent. On Saturday, Tuesday they were excellent on Tuesday. Played with high energy. You know what their teams are all about, and it'll be tough. It'll be really tough for us. They change formation quite frequently depending on what the opposition does, so it's going to be hard to keep delivering the messages to the players, because you'll be unsure of what formation they're going to play. Simon, should be proud of the work he's doing there. They're looking like they're a bit of an established League 2 team now, aren't they, who are looking to make the next step. And you can see that with some of the signings. They bought Bryn Morrison, for example, who was one of the informed midfield players in the league at the time. So they're looking to progress, and they'll be a dangerous team. And what we've got to do is focus on what we want to look like and the improvements we want to see. By the end of the 90 minutes, we hope we can see them.
Yeah, just one final point. The travelling arm will be there again in the numbers. You've had terrific support, and I guess that's something they want your players to feed off.
Absolutely, and the players are so thankful to the fans. The away followings that we get, they're so thankful to them. They make a lot of noise, which is great for us, and they really get behind the players throughout the game. The songs and stuff they come up with, the relentless in my house with my kids singing them because they like you listening to them. So, well, no, we thank the away following for the support that they've been giving us over the last couple of seasons.